So I dimmed the lights a bit so we have a little more intimate atmosphere on today's episode of what has happened since this morning, when I updated again. One thing that has happened, I decided to comb my hair this way, because I like the way it looks better, a little bit. So I just wanted more pink today. But I just did this like 10 minutes ago, not even 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago? Yeah, 5 minutes ago. So tomorrow it'll be this way. Okay, so this morning, you know what happened with my dream and whatnot. So I get to class and get my iPod out and ready to go, because every morning when I get to this class, take my iPad out and ready to download the new promo song on Tap Tap Glee. And then I sit there and play it while waiting for the teacher to come. Well, Tap Tap Glee did not have a new promo song this morning, so it basically ruined my entire morning routine. I hope you're happy with yourself, Tap Tap Glee. Yeah. Ruined my morning. A little bit. Well, just a little bit. There are other things way worse. Well, the teacher was, really late. She didn't even get there until 10 minutes late, but, it's one of those classes, no one's gonna leave early anyway, because it's kind of interesting. It's perspectives on sexuality. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, the teacher had just gotten there, and this creeper dude walks in. This creeper dude is, really, I hate him. He actually, I guess it was a week and a half ago or so, he came in and he sat in the seat next to where the girl who sits next to me sits, so 2 seats to the right. But, the girl who sits next to me always comes in late, and I accept this. Anyway, he sat over there, and he put all of his shit on her seat, because he's a douchebag, apparently. He sat down, waiting, blah, 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 and then she came in, and she, looked at me. I'm like, I don't know what to do. This is, a week and a half ago, not today. And so she ended up sitting, different seat, and it wasn't cool, because I had no one to talk to, so I doodled this, really elaborate, pirate versus ninja fight on a boat. It was pretty epic, actually. I liked it. Anyway, so yeah, and then, he made it so I couldn't talk to her after class, because he's totally oh, you were late, blah, 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 I'm gonna talk to you, and I'm just douchebag. But, it totally worked out, because the next class, she's like, who was that weird guy? I'm like, I have no idea. It kind of made my day. Anyway, today, he walks in, he sits in the same seat. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And he puts his stuff down on her seat. And I'm just like, this isn't cool. And I, look over and I give him this look. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And he just kind of, blah, 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 looked at his crap and, played around and I don't even know what it was. And then just sat there. I'm just like, whatever. So the teacher starts going over our test results and how we did. And it was bell-shaped, so we don't get a curve. Yay! Yeah. I did fine. But, yeah, so, 20 minutes into class, after, not into the class period, 20 minutes after we actually started class, he must have realized, oh, girl who sits next to me, who I'm not going to say her name because she doesn't know I'm doing this and I don't have her permission to give her name. Anyway, he must have realized, oh, she mustn't be coming today because that's a little too late even for her. And so he picks up all of his shit and he moves. I was creeped out for her.
Sorry, my socks switched.
My roommate's laughing at me.
Sorry.
It was really creepy, though. Really creepy. Who does that? And he moved quite a distance away so that it was noticeable, which meant, he was sitting there in hopes that she was going to sit there. And I need to tell her this, somehow, without sounding like a creeper myself. I'll probably tell her on class on Friday. And if he tries to sit next to us, which today I want to say, the seat to my left was open. So if she did walk in, I was going to offer that seat so she wouldn't have to sit next to him. And then, the black girls who sit next to me came into class because they decided to actually show up for once. It was weird. But yeah, she didn't come. It was weird. So that was one time. Then I went and got a salad for lunch, which I didn't end up really eating much of because it wasn't very good. And I started applications for grad school. Isn't that fun? Yeah, no. But while I was doing this, I was listening to Kelly Clarkson's new CD, so good, and plotting out conversations in my head, which you really shouldn't do, and they never actually turn out the way you think they're going to, which I kind of like, because, I wouldn't want to talk to someone if I already knew what they were going to say every time they said something. That wouldn't make it fun. What would be the point of talking to them then? You're talking to yourself. Which I do on a regular basis, and I'm kind of doing with this. I'm talking to myself because it's a camera, and I'm looking at myself oh, I can see me. Yeah, anyway. So I decided it's kind of pointless. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. Or I'm going to try not to do that anymore. I know myself well enough to know I probably will be doing that still. Anyway, back to what, application. I have ADD. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I only wrote stuff down for like Boston and Tennessee, and like most of the schools don't have any information listed, or like the links don't work anymore because no one wants my program apparently. Forensic anthropology, everyone's like, no, let's not do that, and I'm just like, wait, let's do that. Like, I need places to apply to just in case I can't get into LA. Just in case. I really want to. I'm hoping my GREs are high enough, and I'm hoping that my GPA is okay, even though it's kind of not, but kind of okay. It's above what they ask for, so that's good. Yeah? Very good. Okay. So, after that, what did I do? Oh, I moaned and complained about having to go to class. I hate this class. It's plant ecology. It's so boring. It's like, it's really, really boring. You have to read these articles all the time that I don't even understand, because I sit there in class and try to read them, and everyone's talking blah, 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 and I can't concentrate, because I'd rather eavesdrop on everybody's conversation than read something about trees and getting them cut down. Like, I like plants. I do. I don't like reading about them at all. So, yeah. But halfway through class, I got to leave because I had to register for classes. Got all the classes I wanted, so I have the 2 required courses, and then I have 2 art classes and beginner guitar, and my teacher moved the lab, so now I can TA forensic anthropology. So excited. That is what I definitely need to get into grad school, TAing that class. That, and I need to get on the whole asking people to write recommendation thing. Doing that tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, so we started like in on this article, and someone's like, "Oh yeah, let's talk about this," and I'm like, I didn't read it. Nope. Printed it out, didn't read it. So while I'm like registering for classes, I also printed out the second article we're supposed to be reading. Okay, so this is 27 pages. I was like, I'm not reading a 27-page article on trees. So I like started scrolling through it to see like if I could cut some down because they always have sources. 3-page article with 23 pages of cited sources and a title page. They just wasted a fucking tree talking about tree conservation because they cited so many things. That seems wrong to me. It might just be me, but that seems wrong. So I get back to class, we were there for like 5 more minutes and we got to leave. Like, I wasn't even gone that long. And then I sat and talked to like my professor, my fun professor, for like 20 minutes until she decided she needed to go to class. Oh, and my lab group, like, they're all like, what are we doing about these graphs that are due on Friday? We have like 4 graphs. That's what our project is. Like, you just plug in the numbers in Excel and you press graph. Like, I made them look pretty and it took me under 10 minutes. So then I emailed it to them, and none of them have gotten back to me in the last 5.5 hours. I don't know. I guess I'm going to re-email them a little bit and be like, guys, come on, what's going on? I just did all this hard work. You need to put something in. Hard work, you know, yeah. They don't know that. Like, one of them's like, I don't know how to use Excel. I'm like, how do you not know how to use Excel? Like, I learned that in like 3rd grade when it came out. I think that's when it came out, actually. Maybe 2nd grade. I don't know. I learned how to use it the year it came out in school. And these people are younger than me, so they should have learned too. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, and then I got to walk back, and I told my mom, I was like, like, this is my schedule. She's like, you're taking 2 art classes? I'm like, yes. She's like, and how's that going to look on your graduate application? So I was like, it's going to look like I like art. And that I want to have a fun last semester here. And maybe I'll write in my letter of intent how there were no classes that I could take other than art classes. And origami. But I didn't want to take origami, I think. It may have conflicted with one of my, like, required courses. I don't remember. Because I got a schedule that I want. And I'm off on Fridays. Yes! I which means the fact that I have lab until 8 o'clock at night on Thursdays, or it's out, kind of, ish. My mom's all like, oh, you'll be home more. I'm like, no, I'll be home just as much as I am now, unless I quit Lowe's. I'll be home even less. That'd be so nice. Maybe that's what I'll do. Quit Lowe's. Find a new job. I'm sure there's people down here hiring. I'll ask. Get a new job. Be fun. American Horror Story's on in like an hour. It's so exciting. I have no idea what goes on in that show. Not scary. So confused. I'm not sure exactly what's in the basement, but something furry. And like, I think the neighbor's dead, and so is the maid. And like the weird guy that hangs out with the daughter. But like, I'm not sure how they're like around, because they're not quite ghosts, I think. Unless ghosts are like hard now. Like, it doesn't really make sense to me at all. I'm kind of really hoping they're just gonna explain it all at some point. But like, oh yeah, and like the mom's like pregnant with a demon baby. Like, I don't understand. Like, actually, I'm not even sure it's a demon baby because we don't really know what she screwed. It was just some thing in like a bondage suit that she thought was her husband, but like it could have been a ghost, could have been a demon, could have been the weird bald guy with like half his face like burned off. Who knows? Actually, he's not bald. He just has half of his face burned off, and he wants to be like an actor or something. Makes no sense. But I'm gonna watch it because I've been watching it. I'll probably download it after that because I've been doing that too, and yeah, fun stuff. Yeah, okay. I gotta go work on a test thing for my midterm tomorrow, which I'm gonna get a B at the most on, because I've been writing stories in that class for the last 3 weeks. Yes. Actually, I think one time I worked on my whimsy journal. So, of the last 3 weeks, that's 6 classes. 5 of them I've worked on stories, and 1 of them I've worked on my whimsy journal. And my hand hurt really bad. And luckily we didn't have a lot of notes to take in my next class because I wouldn't have been able to take them. Nope. And my hand aches. Like every time I try to hold a pencil, I'm like, ah. But I mean, like, the next class is all like computer anyway, so like I could just get the notes off the like online, print them out. I don't take notes when she talks anyway. I take lots of notes when she talks. Okay. Toodaloo.